What's up YouTube, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Air Jordan 34 in the white, black, and red colorway. These guys dropped on October 10th for $180 or $235 here in Canada. So the official colorway for this shoe is white, black, and university red, and this marks the second official colorway to drop for the 34th signature sneaker for Michael Jordan. So straight off the bat, I'm gonna let you guys know this review is strictly from a lifestyle and casual wear perspective. So before anyone freaks out, yes, there are a ton of performance reviews on YouTube, so don't say I didn't warn you. So before we go on any further, here's a quick look at the box. So these come in a special edition box. It's all white. The top of the box has this perforated finish to it, and we have the numbers 34 done in the stylized iridescent finish. On one end, we have the size label and this Jumpman logo right here. And then on the other side, you can see it's sort of done in this indented finish, which to me was kind of strange. I felt like I kind of wasted space, but I guess they did this for marketing reasons. So as for the shoes, I'll be honest with you guys, when I first saw, I believe, the blue void colorway, I think that was the first picture to leak, I was not a fan of that colorway at all. However, once I saw this Bred colorway, that completely changed my opinion about this shoe. So the Air Jordan 34 is said to be the lightest Air Jordan ever made. It's a complete departure from the 33 in that this time around, it's much more of a conventional sneaker with more traditional aspects like a movable tongue and laces. So diving straight in, the exterior of the upper is constructed using this white colored mesh. A main reason why this shoe is so light is because the upper is very minimalistic. So this white mesh covers both the toe box and the lateral side of the shoe. But then underneath this outer layer of mesh, we have this performance woven material, which is found underneath the frontal half of the upper. So this performance woven is constructed using a basket weave style, and it's supposed to tighten up and provide support and structure when force is applied to it. So that means on the court, for example, if you're doing a hard cut, the woven material will help cradle and lock down your foot in place. Surrounding the front toe box area, we have this additional fuse overlay for added durability. And then you'll notice on the medial side, the mesh on this side is done in black. We also have this red nubuck tab on the medial side, which adds additional structure to the forefoot area, and there are these perforations throughout, which exposes a 3M layer underneath. Running up the center area of the shoe where the eyelets are, here we have what feels like a black synthetic material, and we have the words Air Jordan branded in red on the medial side, and the 34 logo on the lateral side. You'll notice that this extends upwards above the shoe, which to my knowledge serves no practical purpose, and I believe it was strictly done for aesthetic purposes. Personally, I don't love the look of this extended loop, and I feel like the shoe would have looked much cleaner if this had stopped right where the rest of the shoe ends. Where your ankle sits, there's this fuse overlay for more durability, and there's a small section of circular padding that sits where your ankle is. Surrounding the back heel, so this is all done in black, and this almost has like a flat suede feel to it. And paying homage to the Jordan 4, we have Nike Air branded on the back in red. Above this, we have this pull tab in black, which again has that very soft suede-like feel to it. And you'll notice that the entire back heel portion in black, this is very padded, and it almost has like a memory foam feel to it. In terms of laces, so these come with a flat style black lace, which have 3M hits intertwined throughout, and they also come with rubberized lace tips, which is a nice added touch. Underneath the laces, we have your tongue, which is constructed out of a perforated neoprene on the bottom half, and that synthetic nubuck on the top half. This is finished off with this Jumpman flight branding, which again is a nod to the Jordan 4, along with this iridescent half moon at the very top. So the upper of these Jordan 34s sits atop this Phylon foam midsole, which is predominantly white throughout, but has this accent of black on the back heel. And then as an evolution of the Jordan Brand flight plate, as we've seen on previous models, for the Jordan 34s, Jordan Brand introduces the Jordan Brand Eclipse Plate. So in simple terms, this is essentially two pieces of plastic fused together that sits under the midfoot and the forefoot of the sneaker. This gives you torsional rigidity and stability, and you'll notice that it's cored out in the middle, which is another weight-saving design aspect for these shoes. The Eclipse Plate wraps around a very large 4-foot Zoom Air unit, which is this red portion that you can actually see through that midfoot hole in the shoe. So this bottom-loaded Zoom Air unit is very big, and combining this with the Eclipse Plate results in a very responsive and a very bouncy feel on foot. On the lateral side of the forefoot, we also have this translucent plastic window, which has this Jumpman logo in red, and you can sort of see that Zoom Air unit through this window as well. Underneath the back heel, but not visible to the eye, we have another Zoom Air unit here as well. So a shoe being so light and it still features two Zoom Air units is very impressive. Turning these guys over to the bottom, so here we have your outsole. So this is pretty much entirely done in white rubber, and we have this sort of curved herringbone traction pattern running throughout. You'll see along the length of the outsole, we have these iridescent circles with both Zoom Air and Jumpman branding throughout. And then on the bottom heel, we have this black rubber, along with this hit of red that has these numbers that represent the timeline and dates between the Jordan 4 and the Jordan 34. Pulling out the insole, so these come with a red colored Jordan brand insole, and we have a Jumpman and 34 branding on the heel. So in terms of sizing, my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and in my opinion, the Jordan 34 fits a little bit on the snug side. So I was able to try on both the size 10 and the 10.5 in store, and I opted to take home the size 10.5. And while going up to the 10.5 had a little bit more room from a length perspective than I would have liked, the width on the other hand was perfect. So if you have normal to narrow feet, or for example if you're going to be wearing thin socks with these, then true to size is probably going to be okay, but if you do have wide feet, I would probably recommend going up a half size. In comparison's sake, I'm also a size 10.5 in the Jordan 32, but I opted to go with a size 10 for the Jordan 33, but it was still a very snug fit. Next up, from a comfort standpoint, so strictly from casual use, I've worn these for about 2 days now, and the one thing I really love is how light the shoe feels on feet. The majority of the weight feels like it's in the back heel, and the rest of the shoe is very breathable, very lightweight, and very airy. Underneath my foot, the 4-foot Zoom Air bag, as I mentioned before, it's really big, so as a result, just walking around the street with these, you can already feel the responsiveness and the bounciness of the Zoom Air, so I'm sure wearing these on court will be a whole nother level. Overall though, I really like how this feels more like a conventional sneaker than compared to the Jordan 33, and it was very easy to get my foot into and out of the shoe, and I feel like these ones can be rocked casually much easier. Next up, from a quality perspective, so this is the one area that I would have liked to see some improvement on. When I was picking these up in the store, I went through a couple of pairs to pick the best one, and I noticed on some of them there's a lot of glue stains and loose stitching, which kind of implies these were manufactured in a very rushed fashion, and also compared to past Jordan signature models, the materials themselves felt very standard, they were much more performance oriented, and they definitely didn't have like a luxurious feel to them. I guess it's a bit of give and take. You gain more from a performance standpoint, but you sacrifice a bit in terms of how luxurious or how quality the materials are. So with all that being said, now let me lace up these Jordan 34s and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. As far as recent Jordan signature models go, these 34s are probably my favorite so far from a casual and lifestyle perspective. The design of this shoe is a good mix of futurism while still maintaining certain elements of the Jordan 4 that make it recognizably Nike and Jordan brand. And from what I've been hearing from other people's performance reviews, these guys perform like a beast on court. For me though, I'm going to be strictly wearing these casually, and even from that point of view, they're super comfortable and a shoe I definitely would recommend. So let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel about these Air Jordan 34s in the Bred colorway. Are you guys feeling the design? Did you guys cop a pair? Are you waiting for a future colorway? Let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8. Check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this look at the Jordan 34s, and until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one.